Germany's Anti-Semitism Commissioner Felix Klein, while speaking at a press conference in Berlin to present a new report on anti-Semitism in Germany, says hatred of Jews has reached levels not seen for decades since the Hamas attack on Israel on 7th of October. According to his statement, he said that large parts of the population, including the educational system, thought they were immune to anti-Semitism. He added that the shock of the Nazi era had such a lasting impact on the country.
Aber was wir seit dem 7. Oktober sehen, ist Judenhass auf einem in Deutschland seit Jahrzehnten nicht mehr dagewesenen Niveau. In meinem Austausch mit Jüdinnen und Juden der vergangenen Wochen ziehen sich zwei Schlagworte wie rote Fäden durch die Gespräche: der Unglaube und die Angst. Ich glaube, große Teile der Bevölkerung und auch in der Bildung waren der Auffassung, dass wir immun sind sozusagen gegen Antisemitismus. Das ist schon, also dass der Schock, den die NS-Zeit für unser Land bedeutet hat, so lange nachwirkt, dass man nicht viel nachsteuern muss, dass die Dinge auch sozusagen von
International and political affairs analyst Otunba Olabode Osenie joins me live to discuss this further. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much for having me.
Now let's talk about your take on the statement by the Anti-Semitism Commissioner. And how does the recent increase in anti-Semitism in Germany compare to other countries in Europe?
Luckily I speak German. When I left Nigeria in 1970, I first went to Germany, and that was shortly after the end of the Second World War. And since I still, we need to start to look at the origin of all this anti-Semitism. It's a kind of what many civilized countries do not want to use or hear about it again. So this time around, the commissioner was using the occasion to call for a kind of let us not, we should stop using these words, and a kind of a caution. That is what the commissioner was trying to, he was using the occasion to call on the public and other European countries to do everything possible to avoid the act or the way Jewish people have been addressed or have been seen in the public.
All right, now let's talk about the factors that might be contributing to the rise of anti-Semitism in Germany, and how can the government of Germany effectively address and combat this particular issue within the country?
The situation is not as easy as some people would think. Because like I said, after Hitler, after the Second World War, 1945, and then the spread of seeing the Jewish people as second class or subhuman citizens, that has been ingrained. That has been like a kind of thing going on in Germany and some other European countries. Even as we speak now, you're still going to find that in France, it's still like a kind of a thing, it's still going like a normal thing. Also in the UK, it has caused Labour Party, for example, one of the largest political party in the UK. It's caused them get into governance. So for some almost about 30 years now. So it's a problem that's still going to go on and on and on. But then again, it can be shaped. And that's, I think, what of the most European countries are trying to do. And I think effectively they are winning the war, but like any other thing, just like when you see me as a black guy and in America, despite the fact of how many hundreds of years ago that slavery had been stopped, people still look at you as a nigger. They still look at you as somebody who is not the same standard or level with them as the white people.
Now, what impact might the rise of this anti-Semitic, I call it, notion in Germany right now have on the country's relationship with other nations, particularly within Europe?
Yes, again, the origin, the country where all this can be said that it all started, when the war against the Jewish people started and led to Holocaust, and up till when Stalin get involved to liberate them in 1953, and it's all anti-Semitism spread all over Western Europe. That is the truth. Because don't forget also that during that time, Hitler had always won most of the European countries until when he started going eastward, like when he got to Poland and Russia, when Russia defeated his cause to wanted to win the whole Western Europe. So it's not a problem that, like I said, is going to be that can be solved just like that. And the only thing governments of Western world or Europe can do is to continue to educate. That is where education comes in, to educate their public, to educate the youth, because the youth, they don't know the main cause and causes of this problem. All what they know is that some people are being discriminated upon, some people are being seen as subhuman, not fit, and then the fact of Jew, I think after Jew, then comes the blacks. So it is a major issue, and it's probably going to remain like that for some time.
Otunba Osenie, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much for having me.